Hey everyone, today we're diving into one of the most misunderstood cards in the tarot, the Devil. When this card shows up in a reading, it often sparks fear or confusion. But trust me, the Devil is more than just a symbol of darkness. It's a powerful message about control, temptation, and breaking free from limitations. Stick around because we're going to explore its symbolism, deeper meanings, and astrological connections to Capricorn and Saturn. By the end of this video, you'll see how the Devil can help you reclaim your power and move forward with clarity. The Devil is the 15th card in the major arcana, sitting between Temperance and the Tower. At first glance, it might seem ominous. After all, it's a card about bondage, addiction, and unhealthy attachments. But beneath its dark imagery lies a crucial truth. The Devil represents the limitations we place on ourselves and the power we give to external forces. This card challenges us to look honestly at what's holding us back and asks, are you truly trapped, or are you choosing to remain in chains? It's a call to awareness and liberation. Let's take a closer look at the details of the Devil card because every element carries a powerful message. The central Devil figure is a horned, goat-like creature with bat wings, often associated with the mythological figure Baphomet. The goat represents unrestrained desire, indulgence, and primal instincts, while the bat wings symbolize darkness and decay. The Devil sits on a black cube, a sign of materialism and being rooted in the physical realm. Below the Devil, you'll see two human figures, a man and a woman bound by chains. They represent the illusion of captivity. Though they appear trapped, the chains around their necks are loose enough to be removed. These figures echo the lovers from the Lover's card, but in a corrupted form. Where the lovers symbolize harmony and choice, the Devil reflects disharmony and surrender to lower impulses. The Devil holds an inverted torch in his left hand, representing false enlightenment or the misuse of power. Instead of illuminating, the torch burns downward, symbolizing stagnation and destruction. The upside-down pentagram on the Devil's forehead represents imbalance and prioritizing material desires over spiritual growth. The dark, oppressive background amplifies a feeling of entrapment and isolation. Unlike the bright, expansive landscapes in other cards, the Devil confines us into a small, shadowy space. This is the card that has the least amount of light. Together, these symbols ask us to confront our fears, dependencies, and the illusions that keep us feeling powerless. They remind us that liberation begins when we recognize our own agency. The Devil card is associated with the number 15, which reduces to 6. 1 plus 5 equals 6. In numerology, the number 6 is often seen as a symbol of love, harmony, responsibility, and connection, particularly in relationships and the material world. However, within the context of the Devil card, this energy becomes distorted, revealing the shadow side of these traits: obsession, dependency, overindulgence, and an imbalance between the material and spiritual realms. The number 6, when repeated threefold as 666, offers deeper insights into the themes of the Devil card. While the single 6 signifies balance, care, and nurturing energy, its amplification into 666 represents excess, imbalance, and over-attachment to the material world. In the Devil card, the energy of 666 symbolizes how individuals can become trapped in cycles of desire, greed, or the pursuit of external validation. The chains binding the figures in this card represent the false belief that they are powerless, even though they hold the key to their liberation. The repeated 6s highlight how this imbalance is magnified when we give too much focus on the physical and emotional planes at the expense of spiritual awareness. When you add 6 plus 6 plus 6, it equals 18, which reduces to 9. The number 9 represents spiritual completion, wisdom, and the end of a cycle. This connection suggests that while the energy of 666 initially reflects imbalance or overindulgence, it also carries the potential for profound transformation. The Devil's card lesson lies in recognizing these patterns and using them as a catalyst for spiritual growth. In a more symbolic sense, the Trinity of 6 represents the interaction of the physical, emotional, and the mental spiritual realms. The first 6 represents the material plane, our physical desires, attachments, and needs. The second six reflects the emotional plane, our relationships, dependencies, and emotional ties. The third six symbolizes the mental or spiritual plane, our beliefs, illusions, and inner truths. The Devil card challenges us to harmonize these realms. The imbalance of 6 plus 6 plus 6 warns against becoming trapped by our physical and emotional desires or succumbing to false narratives about our limitations. However, when these energies are balanced, they can be transformed into a force of personal empowerment and spiritual alignment. The number 6, often associated with nurturing and harmony, takes on a shadowed form in the Devil card, representing the darker side of our attachments and desires. Yet, the Devil also offers a path back to balance. By confronting the illusions that bind us, we can realign with the higher, loving energy of 6. By acknowledging the lessons of 666, we can transcend excess and rediscover harmony in our physical, emotional, and spiritual lives. The Devil's numerology invites us to face our shadows, embrace self-awareness, and break free from the cycles of excess and limitation. This transformation leads us back to the pure and nurturing essence of 6, where love, responsibility, and harmony flourish. The Devil card is astrologically linked to Capricorn, the ambitious and disciplined earth sign ruled by Saturn. Let's break down how these influences shape the meaning of the card. Capricorn is the sign of hard work, responsibility, and climbing towards goals. It's like climbing up the corporate ladder. On the surface, this energy seems at odds with the Devil's themes of indulgence and stagnation. However, Capricorn also represents the darker side of ambition. What happens when we become so focused on material success or external validation that we lose sight of our higher purpose? The Devil warns us about becoming enslaved by our own ambitions or being trapped by the structures we build for security. Saturn, the taskmaster, is Capricorn's ruling planet. Saturn is known as the planet of discipline, restrictions, and karma. Saturn's energy is all about boundaries and lessons, which aligns perfectly with the Devil's role in the tarot. Where Saturn challenges us to grow through hardship, the Devil shows us what happens when we resist those lessons or stay in cycles of fear and avoidance. The Devil reminds us that every choice has consequences. Are you aligning with your higher self, or are you giving in to destructive patterns? Saturn teaches us the difference between healthy boundaries and unnecessary limitations. The Devil asks us to question whether the chains in our lives are self-imposed. Interestingly, Capricorn's ultimate lesson is mastery, learning how to balance material goals with spiritual integrity. The Devil represents the shadow side of Capricorn, but it also offers the chance to reclaim that balance and rise above. The Devil card's message is all about awareness and liberation. While it highlights the negative, which is addictions, toxic relationships, and fear, it also empowers us to recognize that these are self-imposed chains. Here are a few of the key lessons that the Devil card brings. Awareness is key. The first step to breaking free is recognizing the chains. What habits, beliefs, or external forces are controlling you? The Devil thrives on the illusion that we are powerless, but the loose chains on the figures reminds us that we always have a choice. Shadow work. This card asks us to face the parts of ourselves we'd rather avoid, our fears and weaknesses. Only by confronting them can we truly grow. So how can we work with the Devil's energy in a positive way? Well, here are some practical tips. Identify your chains. Reflect on what's keeping you stuck. Is it a toxic relationship? Is it negative self-talk? Over-reliance on material comfort? Write them all down and get a clear picture on what needs to change. 2. Practice detachment. Start letting go of the things you feel overly attached to. This could mean setting boundaries, detoxing from social media, or spending time in nature to reconnect with yourself. 3. Seek balance. Look back at Temperance, the card before the Devil. Its message of moderation and harmony is a key antidote to excess and imbalance the Devil warns us against. Face your shadow by doing shadow work. By acknowledging and integrating the darker parts of yourself, it can be a very transformative experience. The Devil reminds us that our shadows aren't to be feared, but rather understood. To sum it up, the Devil card is a card of awareness, choice, and liberation. While it highlights the chains that hold us back, it also shows us that freedom is within reach. We just have to be willing to claim it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the devil, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more tarot insights. And if you're ready to explore your own shadow work or break free from limiting beliefs, check out my book, Tarot and Astrology, Cosmic Connections. It's linked in the description below. Together, let's reclaim our power and move forward with clarity and strength. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay empowered, and don't forget, you hold the key to your own freedom. Bye for now.